How'd you like this, Peter? How'd you like this? What a last 40 minutes of our stint we're going to have. This will be broken up. The BMW actually will be in the pits, I think, at the end of this lap, won't he? So here's where the advantage lies with the 911, even if Rafa Marciello gets by. And I tell you, Rafa will want, and BMW and Rover Racing will want to make the point that we can pass you. He will go through if he can. For my money here, Peter, he will go through if he can. As they're heading down towards Verstappen. Oh, and the leader has hit another car, and almost Kennedy has. It's cannoned one BMW into another. I think there's a hit there on the Rover BMW, and that's on Estre. That is on Estre. Oh my goodness me. And there's a car upside down. Is that the 98 car? It is.
No, it isn't. It was an Aston Martin.
Is it an Aston?
SP10 car, yeah. Tipped over as Estre tried to get through. It was just a misunderstanding.
Oh, the BMW is still going, but I'm sure there was a hit.
I don't know. But that
It'll be left rear. It'll be left rear if there was a hit.
That will surely be a penalty for Estre.
Yeah, you're right. It was the Aston Martin with the straight. So no, Estre had no right to be down the inside there. BMW had the bounce that I saw, that I thought was the hit on the BMW, was Rafa Marciello having to take to the curbs and go through. There's not. There's the pressure. That's exerting pressure. Exactly what we were talking about. And the BMW had to take to the curbs on the right-hand side just before Verstappen. There was a moment when I thought that Aston was going to hit the second place car, and Jordan Pepper, just being lapped, by the way, in 7th position, had to virtually come to a standstill. How do you see that one, Peter?
So difficult.
I tell you, the only thing that might get Estre away with that is he tried to back out of it and clip the curb, which put the car sideways. How about that walk up the pit lane?
The Manthey crew, Thomas Prowning, watching in the back of the garage. Oh well, they may get a penalty, they might not. Thank goodness it's not our job to decide on that one. Already the mechanics going into action in case they're required. But that is big drama here at the Nürburgring 24 hours for 2025. Augusto Farfus's head in the hands. He's already got his helmet on, ready to take over from Raffaele Marciello. Now that big launch over the curb for the Rover BMW, they will be lucky to get away with damage there. The SRO Motorsports team, they're in utter desperation because their number 179 Aston is out.
That's upside down. Dave Alcock said, did the BMW team feed their drivers raw meat overnight? Right turn, lover. When will the next 98 fuel stop be due? End of this lap, by the way. So Apple as well saying how many laps are the ladies. This time around for the BMW in second place, the 911 is under investigation. One more lap at the end of this one for Kevin Estre.
That decision, whether
that could be the race.
Yes, could be the difference of who wins this race with 5 hours and 36 minutes to go. I mean, if you look at the precedent, you look at the incident between the Rover BMW and the SRS Team Sorg Rennsport Cayman at Metzgesfeld 2 earlier on in the race. There was a 32-second penalty handed down for that, and then it was rescinded.
You can see why I thought that was the BMW when I could just see the side of the car, because it was the black and yellow.
Yeah, so
apologies for scaring everybody there.
It was rescinded. So with that precedent in mind, I would think that Manthey will be showing they're on board and saying, well, the driver just cut us off and we had nowhere to go and we weren't committing to it.
Have we got access to the 911 on board? Is that one of the points you can? Do you want to have a look at that and spin it back?
You do, yeah.
We've got a slow-moving car down through Flansgarden as well. The driver, by the way, of the Aston Martin, should have said this earlier, is out. He's in the marshal's post in the shade. Scary, scary moment for that Aston Martin, one of the SP10 cars. Did we work out which one it was?
176.
Thank you.
The SRO Motorsports Aston.
Was that the car leading its class?
Not sure. Excuse me, 179. Excuse me.
179
in the SP10 AM.
SRO Motorsports, third in its class, that car. And here comes the leader to the end of the race, to the end of the back straight, Rolf Scheibner behind the wheel of that car. Good morning, Rolf. I'm Kevin Estre and I'm coming through. That was a very un-Estre moment, wasn't it? It's what pressure does, though.
Yes, yeah, it is. It is, and it will hinge now very much on what race control make of that.
So the leader goes through onto what will be the last lap of this stint for the Manthey number 911. The Rover BMW about to take service, brand new tyres, brand new driver as well. So Raffaele Marciello will get a huge round of applause here. They'll want to have a look under the car at the front. So Rafa out.
Looking back at the onboard of the number 911 Manthey incident there, the Aston Martin sort of opens the door. It's an awkward corner because you've got basically three corners, miss, hit, miss, down towards Verstappen. The Aston Martin opened the door, Estre went for it, and then the door closed again.
Well, was he at a miss or a hit, though?
Well, that's it. So
he was at the miss, wasn't he? The one in the middle?
So it's a tricky one because it's downhill, it's very, very fast. There's big closing speed between a SP9 GT3 car and SP10 GT4 car. Aston opens the door slightly, the Manthey car coming through, and then the door shuts as well. It's very, very difficult to call.
Faster car has to make a clean pass. And I mean, you're on the ragged edge there in everything. Even on a road car down there, it's scary. Even at 80% in a road car down there, it's scary. And just caught the barrier. The Aston just caught the barrier at the wrong angle. When Rolf goes over, he's out of the car, by the way. Rolf Scheibner.
So the Aston's on the brakes. Normally maybe it wouldn't be on the brakes. Opens the door, so Estre's thinking, right, I can go through, up under the, and then the door starts shutting. He goes up under the curbs, and there's nowhere to go. I would not want to be the one calling that.
Also, Estre is on the curb. He hits the curb, which pitches the Porsche sideways. He was on the curb trying to avoid it. You would never want to be anywhere near that curb. But I mean, what? 3 feet? A metre and a half from that Aston Martin taking out the second place car, and then Rafa bunny hopping the curb on that BMW. I mean, you can watch it time and time again. It doesn't look any prettier.
Estre does amazingly. Once the contact is made, the rear end comes around and Estre's all over it, gathers it all back up, and it's like sort of slow-mo out of Fast and the Furious movie of the car bouncing into the line. Then, Raffaele Marciello clips the curb with the front of the car, puts it into that bunny hop, as you said, John, and then
the rear